They've got to find a way of getting some control. And you mentioned Kobbie Mainoo.
I was going to say, you mentioned him earlier on. You were having a talk with 360 Judge, who's in the background earlier on. Is it all right to say what you said? Go on. So the judge said he reckons that Kobbie Mainoo is a talent, but he's not as high of a talent as people are making him out to be, and that he is a beneficiary of coming out of the Manchester United academy, meaning that he gets a lot of props because he's come out of a big academy. Is that correct? That's correct.
No. He's getting a lot of credit because he's doing things that 18-year-olds aren't meant to do. And we've said this half a dozen times on here now. You're 18-year-old that breaks into the team. You've got to think Wayne Rooney. They're crashing into people. They're going past people. They're sort of trying to grab a game by the scruff of the neck. They're trying to impact a game with that youthful exuberance. And it's the stuff Garnacho does, yeah? And it's bad decision-making sometimes, but you go, it's all right, he's a kid, he'll learn. You allow it with Garnacho. You say, he's still a teenager. You let him maybe not cross it when he should and go himself. He'll learn those things. You don't say that about Kobbie Mainoo. You go, wow. Like, his decision-making is genuinely ridiculous. The ball goes into him. He's lost it, twice this year, it feels like. Like, he doesn't make mistakes. Whoever taught him to play football, whoever imparted that football IQ into him needs studying, because, like, I've never seen anything like this in a teenager. He's got 12 Premier League appearances and he's playing like he's got 1,800. Like, he's just playing with this sort of...
It's the calmness that stands out for me.
Mad.
It's the decision-making and calmness. Like, I don't think we should go overboard with him, but I think he's a very level-headed kid from what I hear, and I've spoken to him a couple of times. He seems very down-to-earth, surrounded by the right people. He's not going to be too high or too low. That good balance is what you need. But I just feel that when you see, like you say, young players come in a team, they're looking for a moment. He's not really looking for that. He's had one against Wolves, but he's not. That ain't what seems like Stokes' fire. He's about being consistent through all levels of the game, and that's what I think will get him a good career. Now, we don't know what level he's going to get to career-wise, but right now he's doing stuff beyond his years. I think that yesterday was a hustle-bustle, up-and-down game. He was the only one who looked like he was quite calm in the game. Every time he got it, made the right decision. Megged someone, passed it to a white shirt. Like, very, very composed. And that's why we're sitting there going, rah, that's mad. Would he stand out maybe in a team that plays possession football as much as he is now? It's the fact that Man United are so up and down and so frantic, and he's the only one in there putting his foot on the ball and going, slow down, boys. Oh.
But we did play, I know it's pre-season, it's not the same. But
Arsenal.
But we did play like that, and we did dominate the ball with him in midfield, and he was still looking so good.
But that was a pre-season game, though. Like, it's not,
I know, but that's the only evidence we've got, because since the Wolves game at the start of the season, United have just been transitional.
I was going to say, before we move on to the Dan Ashworth
let's stay on him a sec.
Yeah.
Let's stay on Mainoo a sec. So me and Joe on the fan channel was having a chat about Mainoo last night. We said, if he doesn't improve at all, he's still going to play every single week, isn't he? That's what's mad about him. He's like, he will still lock down a first-choice place at United if he doesn't change.
But that's because you guys haven't been that good. Like,
I think because you can buy midfielders that won't be as good as him. He's making Casemiro look below average.
But this is the argument you have for other players that get signed. Oh, but my mate made the argument for Jadon Sancho. Yeah, but he came into a team that was struggling. But you just got to go into a team, any team, as a young kid and perform. Don't matter where you have to perform. That's it. It ain't, they're not in a good vein of form. Young kids come in, Garnacho, perform. Mainoo, come in, perform. It doesn't matter if they're winning or not. It is, you'd like it to be in a more positive environment, like in Manchester City. It looks like it's much, but still it's a different pressure coming into Manchester City. There's a certain level now, as a young kid, 17, 18-year-old, you have to be at that level, or you've got to get off like Cole Palmer almost. Not that he wasn't that level, but he chose it because he weren't getting the opportunities because the level's so high. It's just different types of pressure, different asks coming into different types of squads.
And definitely different levels for sure.
What does Mainoo need to add to his game? Or what do you think
just be consistent. If you're just consistent at what level he's at the moment, that is a very good level right now. But what you normally get with young players, they come in and they start flying, and all of a sudden people get to know them. What else have you got to your game, to your makeup, that can be another surprise element that people go, right, I didn't see that as well. Because what happens in your first season, people, you're a surprise element. You're a surprise package, right? I want to see this. That's why Saka, you got to love him. That's why Foden. These guys ain't just flashing the pans that come in and have a good moment. These guys are showing it consistently. This is our level, and we're going like that. That's what Kobbie Mainoo has to look at those types of guys and go, I don't want to be one that just comes in and goes, when I get worked out, what else have I got to bring? That's why you keep working on the training pitch. That's why you keep watching other players. What can I take out of his game and bring into mine that weren't there 18 months ago or 6 months ago? That's how you keep leveling up, because that's what the likes of Kevin De Bruyne has done. That's what the likes of the Cristiano Ronaldos do. They're adding new bits to their game all the time.